Hi, my name is Molly. I'm an adult services librarian at Victory Ranch Library of Ada Community Library. And today I'm here for our very first Self-Care Sunday, which you guessed it, will be about self-care. And we'll upload these every Sunday. Now these videos will focus on mindfulness techniques, grounding techniques, which are great ways to manage anxiety as well as to decompress. We'll also be doing baking and cooking and crafting, just looking at ways to really practice self-soothing and self-care during these crazy times, which it's safe to say has spiked anxiety in a lot of people, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you it's okay to feel anxious, as long as we are focusing on healthy coping mechanisms to get through that. So without further ado, let's get started on our very first Self-Care Sunday program. I thought it would be great to focus on grounding techniques today and mindfulness techniques, ways to stop, listen to our breath, listen to our bodies, maybe turn off some of the noise that can surround our day, and try to find ways just to take a moment and decompress. So I've read from some mental health care experts that it's very important to focus on the breath in order to really ground yourself, to really feel at peace in your body and in the world. So that consists of one big breath in, one big breath out, and they recommend doing this every hour with 5 inhales and exhales. So let's try that. If you are sitting, go ahead, or even standing, roll your shoulders up and then roll them down. And we'll do that again. We'll scrunch them up and bring them down and just get settled here. And what we're going to do, it's really revolutionary. We're going to breathe in through our nostrils for the count of 5. So 1, 2, 3, hold at the top, 4, 5. Now let it go. Let's do that again. So breathe in and focus on the way the air feels going through your nostrils, how your lungs feel when the air settles down, and then exhaling it all out. Now let's try that on your own. So I like to close my eyes during this time too. You can hear the noises around you. Maybe there's a car outside driving that you can hear, maybe a horn. Sometimes I can hear my dog whining. And just notice those sounds. Don't try to fight them. Hold at the top and exhale. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better after breathing it out. Now, the next thing that I actually saw on the Latah County Public Library's Facebook page, which I thought was absolutely brilliant, was the 5-4-3-2-1 rule. And that is amazing. This is something that is a grounding technique of sorts. So basically, you're describing 5 things that you see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you hear right now, and 2 things you can smell, 2 smells that you like, and then 1 good thing about yourself. So I'll just start this at the beginning. I may not go through the whole thing, just in the interest of time, but 5 things I see in the room. So I can see my kitchen, which I absolutely love. My husband recently remodeled our kitchen, so there's bright blue tile that reminds me of the ocean that he put up, which I absolutely love. And then directly in front of me, I have a vase of peonies, which is my favorite flower. I love the way they look and the way they make me feel. Directly in front of me, there's a hanging hook sort of display, and on it we have keys and other knickknacks and all of our leashes too for my lovely dog Doc, who is just the best. So seeing his leashes, thinking about the walks we get to go on outside makes me really, really happy. Let's see, two more things. I can see all of our plants, succulents. My mom gave me lots of plants before she moved, and they always remind me of her and make me feel nice and safe. The last thing that I can see is my sourdough starter. I was lucky enough to get a starter from my friend Rachel a while ago before the shelter in place came about, and I've been baking so much bread, which you will see soon, shortly. Bread and pizza dough, bagels are on my list, and that I just love that. I love seeing the mason jar up there of sourdough. It feels good. Feels good to be baking. Next, we're going to talk about 4 things I can feel. So I can feel my hand on my table. It feels pretty cool, very nice. I can feel my feet on the floor. I feel secure in that, nice and grounded. I can also feel my body on the chair that I'm sitting on, which also feels nice. I don't know. What else can I feel? I can feel my sweater, which feels very cozy and nice and comfy right now. 3 things that I can hear right now. I can hear my dog whining. I don't know if you can hear that too. Sorry if you can't. I can hear wind rustling in the trees, which has always been one of my favorite sounds. I can also hear leaves blowing in the wind, kind of making a rattling sound. So I'm going to pause there, but I just think that's such a wonderful technique. Thank you again, Latah County Public Library, for sharing that. I think it's absolutely wonderful. So again, it's 5 things you see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you hear right now, 2 things you can smell right now, or 2 smells that you like, and 1 good thing about yourself. Really good. I love that. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, it's really important to, again, take a minute, step back, and really find yourself in the moment. And one of the great ways to do that is to actually hold on to an object that you like. Now, I love gems. I love rocks. They're all over my house. I just think they're a great source of comfort. They always have been. And this is Amazonite, which is a beautiful stone, a beautiful rock. And what you can do is you can hold on to something that you love or cherish, or even something that's around, and you can really study it, feel the grooves, notice how the shadows play on it. Try to remember where you found it, where you got it, and just really notice how it feels in your hand. It feels really smooth. I love all the different jagged edges, and I also just love the way the light kind of shimmers on it. Now, this may seem really silly and sort of over the top, but in moments of extreme change and extreme distress, this is actually a great technique because it can really, really turn off the thoughts in your head, help your racing heart slow down, and you can really focus on something that just is. I love it. So there's lots of amazing tips that you can find online. One that I really love is actually called the Golden Light Rule. So if you take a seat and scooch your back to the edge of the chair, Again, roll your shoulders. That's huge. If you're really stressed, you tend to kind of hunch over. Bring those shoulders down. And go ahead and rest on the back of your chair. Plant your feet firmly on the ground and close your eyes. I see you. Close your eyes. No, I'm kidding. Now, this is called the golden light rule. And what we're going to do is we're going to feel the light at the center of our chest. And you can imagine this as something as comforting as being outside on a sunny day, and how it feels to have the sunlight kind of drift on you. You can imagine this as a color kind of washing over your body. You can imagine what it feels like when someone you love gives you a hug. How does that feel in your body when it spreads, that love? At least that's what it feels like for me. So imagine that. Get to the edge of your chair. And the golden light starts at your chest. And I want you to imagine it slowly drifting down to your stomach. And with your next breath, it's getting even farther down to your feet. And as it gets to your feet, you can feel your feet relax. They're no longer tense. The light is pulling around your feet. And with your breath, the light extends up to your shoulders, and it feels like the sun on your shoulders, which is such a nice feeling. And then the light pulls back down right here, your heart. And you can feel it spreading out the top of your head and radiating. I just love that exercise. Again, I know a lot of these can seem a little out there, but give them a try. See what you think. Let me know in the comments if any of these worked for you. These are time-trusted things for me that have gotten me through very stressful times. So again, let us know in the comments what self-care, grounding, breathing techniques you may be using. And yeah, we would love to hear that. And join me next time for another Self-Care Sunday. Bye.